We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Armadillos of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now it's Herbert. That is caught, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go.
Play action. It's Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Ready! Panther 60! Cowboy 80! Go!
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. When you look at this defense, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21.
19 Tiger!
Operating from the gun. Coat, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Armadillos 10, Commanders nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Fights off the defender. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on 1st down. Coates. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
79 Broncos.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Coat work in the middle of the field, and he's got him on complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Here's Taylor again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because...
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Timberwolves.
More the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Ready?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After after that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Warrior 70. Go.
On 1st and 10, Coates. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coat. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Cut 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Operating from the gun. Coates. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
18, Pioneer.
To throw on second down. Coat. He's going up top for Taylor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Coates. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. Incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Here's more on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Ready?
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready?
Off play action. Coat. Short throw to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Joey Bosa in on the stop. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now they'll shift things around. Job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Going to keep it on his sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Commander defense able to hold.
Bobcats. 18 Rattler.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. 166 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's Herbert now on second down. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they're going to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Set.
Herbert now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their
Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Armadillos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This is 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Gets this to Moore. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 1st down.
70 Lions, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Ready, set.
Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Coates. That's complete. It's Collins. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd down and 3. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left, and we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
On for the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives that scores. Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Mustang 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Short throw to Smith. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Look at the big man rumble. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Rio, their good start continues as they get their